Um, Today we're doing an interview with the EFC. You can find the rest of their content at the edinburghfringe.com and also look at them on social media at Fringe Edinburgh.
So, can you introduce yourself and your show?
Yes. My name is Charlotte Mooney. I'm one of the artistic directors of Ockham's Razor. And our show that we're bringing to Edinburgh this summer is called This Time.
What is the top reason people should come and see your show?
The top reason someone should come and see our show, I think I would say that it's a really innovative combination of circus, original circus movement, contemporary circus, alongside autobiographical storytelling and inventive use of equipment, which is something that we always do as a company. With each new show, we invent or reimagine traditional circus equipment. And in this one, there's loads of inventive new uses of harnesses and frames. There's innovative circus choreography, but it's this alongside the storytelling aspects of the show means that it's not just thrilling and exciting circus, but it also has a depth and an emotion to it, and it deals with real issues from people's lives that are relevant, and it has a theme that's very, I think, relevant and pertinent to life and society today.
So, what does a successful Fringe run mean to you?
It's like we make this art primarily for people to see it, and it's really important to us that as many people as possible see it. The last time we were at the Fringe in 2017, we came with our show Tipping Point, and over the course of the month our show was seen by 5,000 people, which is a lot for us, and that was really exciting and really wonderful, and to feel the buzz and talk to people afterwards, and I still now constantly meet people and talk to people that saw it then. So for us, a successful run is getting as many people as possible to make contact with the company and to see the work.
So, what 3 top tips have you got for Edinburgh Fringe first-timers?
I think the thing that I didn't realise the first time I came to the Fringe was that it's not just comedy or theatre or dance, but that there was music and book talks and storytelling and just such a mind-blowingly wide array of art forms and things on offer. So I think my first tip would be go and see something that you've never seen before, like really surprise yourself, because there's everything out there. I think the other would be not to be frightened of going offbeat a bit and off the beaten path and going out to the venues that are a little bit further out, because essentially it's a city that's very easy to get around and to navigate, and you can cover a lot of it in a day. I think the third thing would be it can be a bit overwhelming and a bit crazy, and get out of it sometimes. The botanical gardens are incredibly beautiful. I spent quite a lot of time there last time.
So, the visuals for your new show are stunning, and the ages of the cast members will be sure to take people aback. Is this show groundbreaking because of ageism in performing arts, not including a spectrum of ages in cast members, or is it groundbreaking because you are challenging audiences as to what they're expecting to see?
Well, I should probably say first that, so basically the concept of the show is there's 4 performers, a couple, so that's myself and my partner Alex, who are in our 40s, a 13-year-old girl and a 60-year-old woman, and the show is looking at how we are different at different times in our lives, and it's looking at age and change, and also the dynamics within families and within generations. And yeah, it is groundbreaking. It's unusual in contemporary circus now to see different ages on stage working together. It's very unusual, and I think it is partly groundbreaking for that. And so far in our previews, the reaction from audiences, they've been really excited and struck to see very technical and skillful circus being performed by this range of people. I think that's not the only groundbreaking part of it. I think the use of very original choreography and new equipment and storytelling alongside that is what brings it together to be really groundbreaking.
What key message do you hope comes across to your audience?
The main reaction that we've had from audiences so far, and it's a lovely one, is what a compassionate show this is. There are some very frank stories in it about experiences from people's lives, and it doesn't shy away from the tussles and the sometimes tensions within families, but ultimately it's a very compassionate show about what happens to us as we change when we grow older, and how each generation has things to offer each other, which is a message that you don't actually hear very much in contemporary society. At the moment, generations are often pitted against each other, and there seems to be a sort of dynamic about an intergenerational war that's going on. And I suppose if our message is anything, it's just to focus for a moment on what generations have to offer each other.
Where does the name Ockham's Razor come from, and how did your company form?
So the three artistic directors of the company, which is myself, Alex and Tina, we met at Circus School in Bristol in 2004, a school called Circa Media, and then we went on to form our company. It's called Ockham's Razor. William of Ockham was a philosopher, and his most famous philosophy is called Ockham's Razor, and that was that if you have two plausible theories for something, you go for the simplest, and it's called a razor because it's about cutting away unnecessary details. When we started out, we wanted to make circus that worked with a simple aesthetic, but also use the movement of circus to tell stories directly in a really direct, emotional, straight way. So that's why we chose the name.
Do you hope that this show will encourage more people of all ages to become involved in circus and aerial theatre? And if so, how would they go about doing so?
Yes, we would really hope that. One of the most amazing things is the performer in our show who's 60, when we auditioned her, she'd never done any circus before, and we've been training with her for 6 months, and it's extraordinary how, I mean, she's an amazingly strong person. She was a yoga teacher for 20 years, so her body was primed, but still it's amazing leaps and bounds what she's been able to achieve. So it is never too late. And and circus at the moment is having a massive renaissance in Britain. Whatever city you're in, if you just went on the internet, put in the name of your city and circus, you would find a circus class somewhere in your city. It's never too late, you're never too unfit. It's a really exploding, fascinating, exciting, wide art form that covers an array of disciplines, from juggling to acrobatics to aerial. There really is something in there for everyone.
How are you promoting your show in the run-up to the Fringe?
So you can follow us at Ockham's Razor UK on social media, or go to our website, which is ockhamsrazor.co.uk. We have one more set of shows before we come to Edinburgh, which is at the Lowry in Salford, which is this Thursday, Friday, Saturday, the what date are we on? I'm gonna have to look. That's terrible. At 8 p.m. on the 13th, 14th and 15th of June. That's the best way.
And lastly, do you want to tell us where and when we can see the show?
So the show is on at St Stephen's Theatre at 3 p.m. We start on the 1st and we run through to the 25th of August.